Well, he had wooden teeth.
Yeah, but he can sing his ass off. So that's all I know about George Washington, okay?
Yeah, he's a singer. Oh, man.
Shout out to the Founding Fathers, because they, well, no. No, not shout out.
You want to shout them out?
No, I know.
Okay.
As soon as I said it, it started the process inside my head.
Shout out to Alexander Hamilton.
Shout out to Alexander Hamilton.
That's my boy.
So yeah, that's a riot from both of us for that. Meanwhile, in Alaska, Trump rolled out the red carpet for Putin like it was prom night. No ceasefire, no sanctions, no real deal. Just Putin grinning on the world stage like Trump, while Trump looked tired and repeated Kremlin talking points. Ukraine's still bleeding, and we're out here hosting a dictator's comeback tour. Protest the riot. When America sets the table for autocrats and hands them the silverware, how mad should we be about footing the bill?
I'm going to say riot on this one. No. Excuse me. I'm going to say protest on this one.
Yeah, I would have gave it a protest because I give it a protest simply off the strength of this is like the only difference between what's been happening before and what happened now is they still didn't come to an agreement, but now is televised.
Also, I'm confident that whoever the next administration is going to replenish the State Department and rely on the way we did foreign policy before, and not necessarily the I would say the status quo of it, but I would say the procedure. Yeah. You rely on experts to go into these negotiations, but when you fire them all, right? now you're just going into I'm gonna meet this person, but let's see what happens. Wasn't y'all criticizing Obama about possibly, which he never did, go into negotiation with world leaders that we don't have diplomatic relations with without preconditions? That's exactly what Donald Trump is doing, is going into this without preconditions, right? He has no experts. He's just going to this fly by will.
Marco Rubio's over there.
Marco Rubio stretched thin. Your boy is stretched thin. Your boy is stretched thin.
Marco Rubio's not my boy, okay? But he is stretched thin. He's not getting the edit he wants.
He's no longer your boy.
True.
Yeah. That's a damn shame.
Hey man, the competition was scarce. Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. No, it's the. Again, you're kind of making, like, there's a reason why Russia's not a part of NATO.
Right.
And now what you've done, again, like you would sit there and talk about we made a deal with, or not make a deal, but we talked to Russia and blah, blah, blah. And then the next day, Russia just starts bombing Ukraine again. Mm-hmm. And then Trump is truthing out, oh, why isn't Putin listening to me? He said he was going to stop and all this. You sound like a fucking petulant child.
Putin, stop.
Yes. You sound like a petulant child on Truth Social.
Yeah.
And then now what you've done is you've televised it. You've literally laid out this red carpet for him.
Yeah.
And you've made him like, oh, this guy is one of the world leaders right here.
Yeah.
That's what you
legitimize him.
Yes. Just to end up coming to nothing. No ceasefire.
Yeah.
No agreement. Mr. Make a Deal still can't make a deal.
Yeah.
And here we are on this. Now we know this is going to happen again, and it's just going to keep being a reoccurring thing. I keep telling everybody, y'all keep fucking around, and y'all going to find out in about 4 years, we're going to be high-fiving Russia while we go to war with them against Ukraine.
Putin is exactly in this position that he wants to be in
100%.
Right now.
Putin is definitely in the end that he wants to be in.
Who did both sides bring? What type of experts did they bring? What type of delegation did they bring? Economic advisors, an economic delegation, right? Putin brought his finance minister, right? Trump brought his economic team, right? So they can make a raw minerals deal, right? Putin to give them. It's crazy, and then America will be able to take, I guess, stake. Like they're in the company, ownership, or take a profit or whatever, when the federal government doesn't need to make a profit,
correct.
Right? So what kind of deal is this really?
You know what's funny? How do you think the copium is going to be if I say this, and a lot of my banter and hyperbolic statements come from a sense of truth. But if we are teaming up with Russia to go to war with, because the MAGA side is blaming Ukraine for this war.
Right, right.
So I couldn't put it past them to end us up in this war against Ukraine. How do you think the MAGA side will, change that narrative and be like, well, we need to go to war against them because, they've just been siphoning so much money and all of this. Like, how many people do you think would jump ship as opposed to, follow the MAGA chips?
Well, to be honest, honestly, my question is, were they ever on board? The only people in the Republican Party that seems to turn or be upset by this move, right, are Republicans from the past, like your Mitt Romneys or the establishment Republicans, Republicans who have created and helped create and understand how foreign policy has worked in this century, right, and the latter part of the last century, right. They're against it because they had a plan. I don't necessarily say that I agree with the direction they wanted to go in foreign policy, but this type of foreign policy directly reflects imperialism. Yeah. Being able to just care about yourself, care about your own. Trump doesn't, he already told you, he would rather be doing something else. Yeah. Than worrying about brokering a deal between Ukraine. He said he'd rather be doing something. The sitting president of the United States. Yeah. Now, what does that tell you? Countries. Yeah. He doesn't care. And
I don't understand how you people think we can still be the front runner of the world, be the number one world stage advocate for a country that doesn't give a fuck about any other country in this world.
They want the status, not the responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want.
I know supervisors like you. It doesn't work. Yeah. I know people that supervise like that. It does not fucking work.
You ain't never said nothing more true than that. My God.
It doesn't fucking work. You can't keep that status and not have the responsibility. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, because you have a responsibility that's being neglected on a scale that, like, other countries rely on this. We rely on this. Being able to go to work, raise a family, complain about first world problems in this country is that there most likely in your lifetime there won't be a war on our shores. Yeah. Right? We fight everything across across the sea. Yep. Yes. Because you imagine tanks coming down Flatbush Ave. Seriously.
What is that movie with Chris Hemsworth?
The remake. The red something.
Yes, that movie. I can't remember what. Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Yeah. Yep. It's all fun and games until they hit that Washington State border.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah. You don't want them see him in Charlottesville, do you? Okay.
So this does get a protest because, like, you are legitimizing the dictator that Putin is. Yeah. But I don't see this going. I mean, like I said, this is just a repeat. The only difference is you televised it.
And the other party is not involved in the negotiations?
Right.
What does that look like?
I don't understand. Maybe I'm fucking tripping and you MAGAs can let me know. Maybe fucking Zelensky's phone is on do not disturb mode every time we have these fucking these meetings, but I don't understand how you're making a war with two countries that are warring, or you're trying to come to a ceasefire with two countries that are warring each other, and you keep talking to them independently.
He's currently losing now, right? Since Donald Trump came into office, he's currently losing. He most certainly wants to make a deal. Yes. What are we talking about here? And was even flirting with the idea of a land swap, right? Or a situation where the land already occupied can be ceded back at a later time, right? That's kind of where we are right now. So I really don't know how you can have a conversation without the other egregious party a part of the conversation. That's the crazy part to me. He's watching the negotiation. Right? He's watching it. I need somebody to really understand.
That's actually crazy when you say it like that. Yeah, he literally is like, what the fuck? At the TV.
Yeah. He's not cheering. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not cheering. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you at home, you a leader. You a war. This happening to you. This is Russia, Ukraine, America in the middle.